and welcome to Beers with Bros. I'm Bob Andy.
I'm Zach Andy.
Thanks for joining us today.
Howdy, everybody. That's
So,
not here
uh,
yet.
so today we are going to do top breweries in Ohio. So we got this guy Brian Nagley, and I'm not sure why he gets to do this list, but
We don't
for
even know how to
some
pronounce
reason,
his name.
anytime I see a list, I'm kind. Typically they suck, but I'm typically at least intrigued to look at them. Any thoughts about that, Zach?
Yeah, I mean, I like to look at them just to see what other people think.
Yeah,
I normally have my own thoughts, feelings, opinions as well, but I don't mind looking and hearing other people's opinions and thoughts as well, and I'm open to hearing them, and especially when it comes to beer. Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
like
this
to hear what
this
other people
this
think.
guy, yeah, he's on mybartender.com, and he did the top 30 breweries in Ohio. He ranked them. He did a nice little paragraph before he started talking about it, just about Ohio being just a force in the craft breweries, and that you could find them in big cities or little towns, and they're just all over Ohio.
Full
And
of a
just a
bunch of
lot of good
breweries.
ones. Yeah, just a whole bunch of breweries. So, and
Oh,
he did a
hey,
list.
hold on, pause for a minute. Let's have our beer first before we get into the list.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm jumping ahead of time,
Yeah, you are. That's fine.
but I was just introducing what we were going to talk about today.
I know. I'm sorry.
So we're going to
That's
go
fine.
through that. We'll go through that list. So we'll probably go through it pretty fast. And then once we're done with that, Zach and I both put together our top 10. So I went a little bit scientific. Zach went with his heart.
Not necessarily scientific. You went more what professionals think.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's not quite scientific, but yeah, I went with who has the most hardware.
Yeah. Basically, who has won the most awards in breweries in Ohio? What's up,
Who's
Valerie?
won the
Thanks for
most
joining.
stuff?
Yeah.
I'll get
Who
into
got the most stuffs?
I'll get into that when we get to that section. But
Yeah.
well, first let's if you haven't
Crack
cracked
it.
open a beer yet yourself, well, you should probably do it right now.
I haven't cracked
So
mine. What you get? What you got, Bob? Let's see it.
I got Club Juice.
Club
Um,
juice.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have
What's
noticed.
up, Cheryl?
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I tend to if I see an other half, man, I grab it. It is a brewery that I tend to get their stuff.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for
So
joining. Whoever's here. I see 4 people on. Don't know who you are besides
is there
Valerie and
stuff in
Cheryl.
the chat? I'm seeing it says two, but when I click on it, it's oh here it goes. No, what the hell? Maybe it's just two people that are
Well,
in.
what glass you got? You got the
I got the new one. I
the new
got
one.
this. I had this out last week, but I'm breaking it out again.
Well, you had it out the week before too when it came out when you first got it.
Yep, yep. It's my new glass, so it's my new toy.
I'm going with a pretty cool glass this week. I'm a fan of it. A lot of people probably watching may or may not know even what it is, but it's, why is it not focusing now? It focused earlier. It's my Frieza glass. So this is from the old Clag. So they did a series of I think it was for their third or fourth anniversary. Did a whole series of Dragon Ball glasses. So they did one with Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, and Piccolo. So I got one of each of those. They're pretty sweet. Um, so I'm gonna go with this beer, I guess. Um, Crop Shop. That's the Dank House. Double IPA. Nelson Sauvin, Maui Nelson, and Rakau. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know that I've had this one before, so we'll see how it is. Yo, what's up,
So
Tyson? Thanks for joining.
I've had the club juice before. and I was talking to Zach about this earlier, and it's the same thing that last time I tried it. So first drink, a lot of times first drinks on a beer, like the first drink is the best drink, and by the time you hit the fourth or fifth drink, you're kind of like, it's not quite as good as it was. But on this particular beer, the first drink almost it might be too much grapefruit on the first drink, but by the time you get to the fourth or fifth drink, it gets better. It gets better every time you drink it, and maybe it's because it's got a lot of grapefruit taste to it, and maybe that kind of tones down a bit as you drink a little bit more of it. Your taste buds get a little bit more used to it.
That's pretty tasty. That's very pineapple forward.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. As I said, I had a whole lot of grapefruit on the first taste, and now as I drank it, I'm just getting more overall citrus. So
All right. Well, let's get into it. So, for everybody that joined, if you didn't hear, we started out. We're gonna go through this top 30 brewery list that we found from this guy, Brian Nagel. We don't know his name. Um, it's on My Bartender. He put together his list of top 30 breweries in Ohio, ranked them. We're going to go through the list, and then we put together our own top 10 list of breweries in Ohio. That it's our rankings. Well, mine is my own personal ranking. Bob went more of breweries that have won awards in the state, things like that. So we're going to get to it. If you guys want to check out this article, you can go to mybartender.com and you can find this article there. But
it was posted about 25 days ago, so
yep.
you
So
might
we're
have
gonna
to.
run through this real quick. I'll take like the first couple on here, Bob, and then
Yep.
you can run through it if you have it up. So this is in descending order. So Narrow Path is the first brewery has at number 30 on here.
Kind of
Um,
surprised Neuropath even made this. It's been getting a lot more. It seems like it's been getting a lot more press. More people are mentioning it, but it is a small ass brewery in Loveland, Ohio. It's not too
yeah,
far from here. The beers are pretty solid, but I don't. I've never really thought, damn, I got to go over to Narrow Path because they have such good beer.
yeah.
But
Loveland kind of near Cincy, but kind of in the middle of nowhere. The same kind
the
of deal.
Loveland's a cool little city, man. It
Yeah,
is a real
yep,
cool. It has a bike path that goes right through the middle of it. It's a long ass bike path. You can go for miles and miles on it. Actually, I think it goes all the way up to Columbus.
yeah.
Um,
So the Narrow Path itself, the brewery does a lot of different styles of beers. They don't really specialize in anything particularly, but he ranked this one at number 30. Out of almost 400 breweries, I think currently in the state, or maybe over 400 at this point, he put this one at number 30. So that's pretty dang good. Um, not going to spend too much time on each one of these just because we only got an hour to go through everything.
yep.
Next one we got is Little Fish. Little Fish in Athens. Um, this one, they do a lot of styles, but a lot of what they focus on is sours, or more of kind
It's
of
more Belgian in it. It's like the Saisons and the
they
Belgians.
they
So
they do a lot of Belgian like saisons. But they do a lot of sours as well. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of their stuff. I have had a few things that have been pretty good there, but personally, I'm not a big fan on the sours. Saisons, I can get behind some of them if they're not too funky.
so
Um,
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
I feel like Little Fish. I feel like a lot of times people kind of think they are not an urban artifact, dude. They are
No,
not. They make a wide variety of beers, and they
they do.
actually do a really good IPA and a good pale ale, and a couple different. And yeah, they have tap houses. One's up in Dayton, have another up in
Yep.
Columbus. Do they have any? Is it just the three? They have the
I
main and
think
the
so.
two tap houses.
Yeah, the
Um,
only one I've been to is the one in Athens, which is it's
yeah.
a cool place.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to the one in Dayton, and it's actually super cool. They took over like a rail house,
Okay,
and it has really good food there too. So
gotcha.
it's a cool place to go.
Yeah, the one in Athens, or at least the one that I've been to in Athens. I don't know if they've been to a new place that they only had like a food truck outside. They didn't have any food or anything there.
Yeah, yeah.
Next one we got is Weasel Boy in Zanesville. Never
I've
been to this one.
never heard of Boy
Yeah,
before.
I've heard of it. Never been there. Excuse me, never been there. I've heard good things about it, and I've heard their food is really good, but I've never been there. Don't know a whole lot about it. But I know it's in downtown Zanesville. That's about all I know. And I've heard good things about it. I've wanted to go there when I've been driving past, but I've just never had the opportunity to stop there. Um, I just says in here that they focus on fresh local ingredients. Nothing's pasteurized from them, so they're always fresh and rotating beers. So that's a good thing in beer. Bob, you want to go to the next one?
Yeah, we got Twin Oast. He looks like he kind of did a tour of like the middle of freaking nowhere, Ohio,
So
and
Twin
that's
Oast
kind of
is
where he
actually
started
up
off at.
up by Catawba, like Sandusky area. I've heard
Yeah,
it's
I mean
actually
it's
super cool.
Port Clinton, so I mean
Yeah,
it's yeah, I mean it's a small town. Um, and I mean I've never been there. I don't think I've ever had anything from. I've heard of Twin Oats before. I just don't think I've ever really had anything from them. Um, they're saying most of the stuff is like farm to fermenter, so they're growing the stuff right there on premise. So that's kind of cool.
yep. I've had a couple of their beers. They're pretty solid. Um, they're pretty flavorful of what I've had from them. I think I've had one of their blonde ales, which was it was like a honey blonde, and it was definitely very flavorful and very fresh beer.
Yeah. So at 26, I think we almost should put an asterisk on this because I mean, of course, I mean they have. It's not really an Ohio brewery. It is an Ireland brewery. So they're in Ohio. They have a couple different brew dog. They're all over. They have freaking tap houses all over Columbus, and they have a freaking hotel. First hotel brewery in I think the world.
Yeah.
There in Columbus. So um, I've never been there, but it sounds super freaking cool that you can take a shower and have a beer fridge right in
Well,
your
you've
shower.
you've been there, but not stayed at the
No,
hotel.
no, no. I've never stayed in the hotel. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I
I've
mean,
been
you've
there
been
multiple times.
there several times, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we've never stayed at the hotel.
But here, I mean, also, I mean, it's by Columbus, but Winchester Canal is kind
Canal
of,
Winchester, yeah, yeah.
or Canal
Just out,
Winchester,
just
kind of
outside
middle
of
of
Columbus.
nowhere as well.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a cool place. It's basically a place that's just super beer centric. You can get beer pumped directly into your room on tap, which is super cool. Um, and you take tours of the brewery. I mean, it is on a more mass produced level than what you would consider like a microbrewery. Um, so yeah, I kind of agree with Bob on this that there should kind of be an asterisk on this one that it's not really micro and it's not so craft, but this is the U.S. headquarters of BrewDog, just outside of Columbus. So
But
sort of yes, sort of no.
the fact that it is has a U.S. headquarters
Yeah,
kind of would take it off my list. I mean,
yeah.
now
I
I
mean,
like BrewDog. I'm not saying that, but if I'm going Ohio breweries, I don't count BrewDog as an Ohio brewery.
yeah, I kind of have to be behind it because I am an equity holder in the company.
Yeah,
So
well, I mean, it doesn't
I
mean that you. It doesn't mean that you still could say it's not really an Ohio brewery.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I mean,
it
you
is
like it.
Aberdeen. It is
Yeah,
Aberdeen, Scotland. I mean, it is from
yeah.
Scotland, and it's not really even craft anymore because it's not locally owned or anything anymore. It's a larger corporation owns a large stake in that company now. So
All right. So,
oh yeah, yeah. So Chad, since he works for a company that distributes BrewDog, he gets 50% off there. He has a little card that he gets 50% off, and since I'm an equity member, I get 10% off. So if we go together, we get 60% off our bill. So that's pretty sweet.
nice. So, you got 25 or I got 25?
You can take it since it's local for you.
All right. So, at 25, I feel that this is grossly underrated here. At
Concur.
25 is Street Side Brewery. It is in a nice little area of Cincinnati, Columbia, Tuscan. Joe Burrow used to live in Columbia, Tuscan. If for you people who know the Bengals at all,
Yeah, Chad and
um,
Valerie, you can kind of speak to this too because you were just at this brewery a few weeks ago with me and Rob.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
This is where
they
Rob
do
had his little sneezer that scared everybody in the brewery. Literally,
they
Rob just started sneezing, and everybody in the brewery started staring at
so
him.
they do a wide variety of beers here. They're mainly known for IPAs, more of their NEPAs, but they also do quite a few sours. They put Raspberry Beret on here, which is kind of a big one. John Lemon is one that they didn't mention, which is a really good beer, even if you
Yeah.
don't. uh, is that a sour or is that an
I don't.
IPA with
I
lemon?
think that's a lemon IPA. I don't think it's a
They
sour.
got another one that's called Burt Got Dumb,
Yeah.
which is a sour, but it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So, but he did mention that. So anyhow,
Yeah, and he also
um,
mentioned their English style brown won gold at the Great American Beer Festival last year.
yeah,
So
yeah. As I said, I feel like he grossly underrated this.
yeah, I can take the next one since this is my old stomping ground. Land grant in Columbus area. That's coming in at 24. Um, the place land grant's facility, super cool, huge outdoor space. One of the reasons I really like land grant is because it's very kid and dog friendly on the patio area. Indoor area, not so much. That's mostly, strictly for adults. The outdoor area, they have set up specific areas for children, for dogs. They have a dog play park there. They do events just for where you can bring your dog. They have fundraising events for sheltered animals as well there. They had a big thing a few years back. I was down there where they were actually like giving away um, like packs for your pets. So you didn't even have to bring your pet; you just had to show them a photo of your pet, and they would give you this pack to take to your animal. It had all kinds of toys and treats and stuff in there, so it was super cool. Um, got off track there, but as far as their beer goes, their beer is pretty solid. Nothing I've ever had there has really stood out like super big time. Like, oh my god, this beer is so good, I have to have it again. It's it's just been pretty solid all around.
So
Um,
it's about right at 24.
yeah, I agree with it. It's a good beer, but the place is super cool. So
Next one, Yellow Springs. I feel like this is a bit low as well. Number one, Yellow Springs is a cool freaking place to go. Um,
I haven't been to the Columbus one yet.
okay, all right,
Um,
but I mean, I think if you're gonna go to Yellow Springs, you got to make a trip to Yellow Springs, man.
yeah,
If you're a Dave Chappelle fan, he lives there. He's got a club there that he does shows at on a regular basis. Um, the Yellow Springs Brewery is kind of like a focal point of the town. A lot of people do go over there. Yellow Springs is it's a hippie-ish town, man. It is a super hippie town. If if you don't like liberals, you might not want to go there. But it, seriously, I mean, you would be it's
just
surprising
don't
when
get
you
into politics at all. Just go and
yeah,
drink
it'd
beer.
be surprising if you
Chill.
go by a house that doesn't have a Black Lives Matter sign in the window somewhere. Um, but it's just a cool vibe. It's like um oh geez, what am I thinking of? I mean, it's kind of almost like a what's that in North Carolina?
Asheville?
It's kind of like a small Asheville.
I
It's
don't think
kind of
I'd go that
weird.
far.
I mean, there's a lot of there's street performers that that are there. There's a lot of just different shops. But they have a really cool ice cream place there, Young's Creamery. But the brewery is very good. The big one that they're known for is Boat Show. It is right on their bike path there. And it's just a cool little brewery, and it's a cool little town.
Yeah. So for me, Yellow Springs is another one that's just like I've never been like super blown away by any of their beers. It's okay. It's not a beer I'm gonna seek out and be like I gotta get it. But that's me. Uh,
All right.
keep chugging along.
I'm gonna say Boat Show is a very very good beer. Um,
Solid, not great.
uh,
My
all
opinion. All right.
right.
Next one. Missing Mountain. So this one is what was it? This is near Akron area, just outside of Akron.
Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah, Cuyahoga Falls.
It's
I couldn't think of
Cleveland,
what it was called. Like what?
Cleveland
No,
East
it's
Side, right?
closer to Akron.
Okay.
Yeah. So this place is actually super cool. The back patio is super cool at this place. I actually watched the Bengals beat Kansas City in the AFC Championship to go to the Super Bowl here. So I watched McPherson kick the field goal to take him to the Super Bowl when I was at this place. Back patio is super cool. There's like a river that goes right behind the back patio. There's deer all the time running around in that river. Well, not in the river, but drinking from the river and stuff. Beer is super good. They make a lot of really good hazy IPAs, make a lot of stouts. One of their big beers is called Prince Juice. It's not really a sour, but it's purple. It's like a berry forward kind of smoothie, uh, just like fruit beer, so to speak. Super good, super tasty. Um, Good beer. I think that's should be a little bit higher than what it is, but it's a solid placement. Bob, you can do the next one. That's your area again.
All right, yeah. So Third Eye, I think 21 again. This is very much higher on my list. They go and win something at the World Beer Cup at least annually. They win something every year. Every time they make a little bit of everything. I mean, they're known for their Astral brews, which are all uh, oatmeal stouts. Um, they got a one that's a Jelly Brain, which is a milkshake IPA, which is freaking. You can only drink one because it's just a little too sweet. They won something, I believe, for they have a pretzel ale there that they won something for.
Which
Uh,
I had
yeah,
on the stream a
yeah,
few weeks ago,
yeah, and then
and you had Astral a few weeks ago too. So
yeah, and then they have a couple different hazies, and they rotate some stuff through,
yep,
but they haven't been around that long. But this guy who was really known in the brewer community. I mean, the guy came in with some investors and and built a really cool freaking place, and he makes really good beer. And he got
agreed.
some. He stole some people away from some other major name breweries to come in and be his brewers for him.
Yeah, I agree. Good beer should be much higher.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to
you've
pick
been
it
to
up a
this
little bit.
place, so you got the next one, man.
Yeah, yeah. Next one, Woolly Pig Farm, middle of freaking nowhere. Like southeast Ohio. I don't know. Have any of you been here? Throw this in the chat if any of you have been to Woolly Pig Farm or even know where the hell it's at. Fresno, Ohio. Uh, Literally, like the only reason I stopped here is because I was on my way back from West Virginia, and I'm like, where can I go and get a beer? This place showed up, no cell service trying to get there, so I'm like, where do I go? Um, Middle of nowhere, pigs just literally roaming around on the land. Really is a woolly pig farm. Lot of German beers here. That's pretty much all they do is German beers. So, um, a lot of Weisses, a lot of Bachs, but good, solid beer. Um, Full flavor beers, full bodied beers, a lot of darker beers. You're not going to see anything that's really clear here. I mean, pills, not they don't do a lot of pills. Yeah, they do some German style lagers, but a lot of those are going to be hazy still, not filtered stuff. Um, so yeah, they make solid beer. And it's a cool vibe. It's in the middle of freaking nowhere. Another cool thing, there were like uh 8 Great Danes just kind of rolling around that people took in there the day I was there. So there's just like giant dogs roaming around with these kind of woolly pigs, which was kind of cool. That's all I got on that one.
All right. So Rock Mill Brewery. I've had a couple beers from Rock Mill. I've never been there. I don't believe they sell these like in a 4 pack or 6 pack. You have to get like the double
The
deuce
bombers, yeah,
bomber. Yeah. Most of them they do quite a bit of barrel age stuff. They do a lot of Belgians, farm age
yep.
type of
Farmhouse
stuff,
stuff, yep.
farmhouse stuff. Yeah. They do some whiskey barrels and some different things. So a lot of things that I've seen are kind of the high ABV stuff. Um, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't know that it's really kind of the beers that I've had there are kind of like up my alley.
Oh, Bob, you forgot to actually say Third Eye before you just started talking about it. You're just like
Oh,
this brewery. Yeah, it was Third Eye.
I think I was so pissed that Third Eye was all the way down at 21 that I just had to get right into how they screwed that up. So yeah,
uh,
thanks for
anyway,
the grab, but yeah, 21 was Third Eye, and I think it's way too damn low. So anyhow,
yeah. So Rock Mill used to have a spot downtown Columbus, but that one closed down. I think they just overextended themselves a bit.
yeah,
I had never been to that one. I'd never been to the one in Lancaster either. But from what I heard, the one that was downtown had super good food. It was a little high priced. Some of their beers are actually really good, especially if you like funky stuff.
yeah,
I've had some.
that's kind of probably why it wasn't my really my gig.
Yeah, I can get down with some saisons that are a little bit funky, but not super crazy getting to that sour realm. Some of
Yeah.
their saisons I've had have been super, super good. Um, and they've been a little funky, but not over the top. They had like a cherry saison I had once that was just fantastic. I'm a big fan of cherry stuff,
Yeah, I
so
think this dude
I
even
dug that
said
a lot.
something about the cherry one in here somewhere.
Did he? I didn't even read what he wrote.
It's yeah, something about another notable offering is their Sea Rise, a cherry infused sour ale.
Cerise?
Cerise,
Don't know. You
Charisse.
need to get with your French, dude.
All right,
All right, you
all
take this trash.
right, all right. So neither Zach or I are huge fans of Urban Artifact, which is at 18. But I mean, if you are a fan of sour beers, um, I mean
Tyson talking about you.
they're the place to get sour beers, man. That's what they do. Everything there's. I had an IPA that was freaking sour there. It is a cool brewery. It's an old church that's converted, and they're down in the basement of the church. Um, so it's just kind of it's a cool brewery, but I'm not into sours, so I mean everything's small batch, everything's made right there. They do distribute quite a bit. The one that they're known for the most is Gadget, and I mean and it's blueberry and raspberries, I think. And if you are a sour fan, my understanding is Gadget is the one of the best, and it wins awards all the time. So I assume it must be pretty good.
So the only beer I've ever had from Urban Artifact that I actually enjoyed, I think it was called Astronaut Food, and it was more of again a fruited beer than a sour. It wasn't sour. It was like a blackberry, raspberry, blueberry fusion. It was like 18% and came in like a 5 ounce can. And the dude that owns
Yeah, they use fresh fruit to make all their stuff. So
yeah, the dude that owns Jones Tavern here in town just gave it to me one night. He's like, "Here, try this." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I was like, "All right," I gave it a try, and that was actually pretty good. So normally, just stay away from Urban Artifact in general for me because I know I don't like sours. So yeah. All right, next one. Moving on as I pour this beer. So this is Space Cat, Denkhouse. Another one. Boom. There we go. Um, Next one coming in at number 17. Personally, I think this one should be a little bit higher as well, just because they've won so many freaking awards. Not really recently. They actually win a lot of international awards for their beers, not a lot in the U.S. Hop and Frog. Even though two of my friends have got roofied at this place, Chad, Rob.
it's not the brewery's fault, man.
No, it's not the brewery's fault.
Unless
um,
unless the bartender's there at roofing people.
I, I, I mean, I don't know. So we don't know for sure they got roofied here, but
Okay, well, a lot of times you got to pay extra for that.
when you walk in and you're completely fine and you're stumbling trying to get out the door and you only had one beer,
Yeah.
something had to happen.
Well, as I said, a lot of times you got to pay extra for that.
I know. But I mean, a lot of Hop and Frogs beers. They're known for a lot of their Russian Imperial stouts, Boris the Crusher, Doris. Um, their oatmeal stouts, just and then their shandies. One of the most refreshing beers I've ever had is their Turbo Shandy. Like take Leinenkugel Summer Shandy, turn it up to 11, and just drink 7 Up with alcohol in it, and that's basically Turbo Shandy. And they did all the variants of it. Valerie remembers the night I brought him. Oh my god, he was in such bad shape that night. It was
Mm.
terrible. I was like terrified. I'm like, dude, are you gonna survive? Throwing up out the window of my car and it coming back and splashing me. I thought I
Ugh.
was gonna vomit.
Ugh.
But no, like they're the dude that owns it. I'm not gonna lie, he's an ass. From what I hear and what I have seen every time I've been there, he is not very friendly. But their beer
And he roofies
is.
people.
Uh,
No, I didn't say that.
I don't think it was him that was roofing. I didn't
No.
even the night that Chad and I were there. I didn't even see him there. But no, their beer, good beer. Their stouts are top tier. Their IPAs, they're good. They're not great, but their shandies are fantastic. Um, I'm sorry, Valerie. It was not his fault. It was not my fault. It was the situation's fault. All right, we're gonna
All
move
right.
on from that one
So
because we're just wasting
16,
time.
I got 16. Warp
Yeah, yeah.
Wing, man, this should be in the 20s. The fact that you have Warp Wing above Third
Third eye.
Eye and
Yeah, it's
Street
mind blowing.
Side and Hopping Frog, it's freaking crazy to me. Maybe he just felt like he had to represent Dayton. I don't know. Warp Wing is a cooler brewery. It's like an old um, garage, like it was like for I think it might have been for ambulances or something like that. So it's like a cool place, but dude, it shouldn't be at 16. Um, they have solid beers. Um, they got some stouts, they got some pale ales, some IPAs, but they're all just sort of okay. Emerald's Belgian cream stout or something like that is
Yeah,
probably the best one that they have, and it's a pretty good beer. But I mean, it's a cream. It's a Belgian cream stout or cream. I'm sorry,
yeah,
a Belgian cream ale. So I mean, it's not like it's a good beer, but it's not like you're going to like kill it on that particular if that's your mainstay beer. But I mean, they
So
do
for
some
go ahead.
yeah, they do some
Finish your
imperial
statement.
IPAs from time to time, and they can, and every once in a while they have something that's okay. But I've never really had anything there that makes me think, oh, you know,
Same
I
thing
gotta
for
get
me.
there.
I think they're just pretty solid beers all around. Nothing again that's mind blowing. Honestly, the best beers I've ever had there that they do every year around Christmas time, they do Esther's Little Secret
Oh
that
yeah,
they
yeah,
do with that candy company. They do a collaboration with a candy company in Dayton, and it's a different beer every year.
yeah. They do
That beer,
Esther Price, yeah,
yeah,
and
every year they do a beer with them, and
and
it's super good.
it's a different candy every year, yeah,
Yeah,
and
that beer is always super good, and I got it like 3 or 4 years in a row when we came down for
yeah.
the
I
Christmas
mean,
party.
who knows? Maybe that's why they're getting up there. But I mean, the guy didn't even mention that.
Yeah, yeah, I
Um,
didn't see it in there, but that one is that's probably the best beers I've had from that place are those
Yeah, I
two.
mean, and they have a place that has food that's right down in Mason, right close to me, and they
Yeah,
have
then they
like a
have
smoke,
the
and they
one
have a
up towards
smokehouse
Dayton,
in
the smokehouse.
Springboro now. But
Yep.
I think that they probably do beers that are probably pretty easy to drink, pretty palatable. They're not offensive, but they're not inventive
Yeah.
or
I agree.
so it's just they don't do anything special. So
Yeah,
that I think that's probably one of the reasons that they're distributed because they're just in a beer that you can drink and it's not offensive.
I agree.
But
Um
16, way too high. Or
yeah.
not way too high. They should probably be 21, 22.
Yeah. All right. Move on. Next, I'll take this one because this
All
is
right.
more. my range. Even though you've had some
Although I
beers in this
have a
range.
story.
Go, go ahead.
No, it's for this one.
Oh, it's for this one. Oh, is it about Neil?
Well, Neil was there, but it was more me.
Oh,
You're not gonna drink those, right?
okay. Okay. So Masthead, Cleveland. Big fan of this place. Pizza, super good. Brick oven pizza. Um, beer, real good. Always, they're always doing something different at the brewery. Not that they always distribute those beers, um, but they do a tiramisu stout. They do their Underverse series of beers that are always super good. Their stouts. They do their, I think it's Ice Melter maybe, which is like their jalapeno IPAs. They do a double of that jalapeno IPA if you like that kind of thing. Not my style. Um, their hazies are always solid. They did a fresh hop that I just had a couple weeks ago when I was up there. Um, Facility is super cool, big. It's kind of like family style seating where it's just like bench tables you sit
And
at.
they got a patio.
Yeah, patio is it's not a huge patio, but it's a patio.
Yeah.
It's the best you can get in downtown Cleveland. Um, but beer is really solid. I think this one personally should be a little bit higher on the list. I don't know that it would crack my top 10, but it would be very close. Um, I'm a big fan of Masthead. Um, Even just their staple IPA is a good IPA. It's an easy drinker. It would be something that I could have in kind of everyday IPA.
Yep. And I was actually here for one of my birthdays, and
That was your 5-0, right?
yeah, I wasn't gonna say what year it was because I'm just not gonna age myself. But
Hey,
anyhow,
I'm not that far behind.
yeah.
Fine, fine.
But anyhow, um, I got a birthday present that was a Viking hat that you could put two beers in and drink out of both of them at the same time. And we were gonna try it out at Masthead, and I don't know if she was, I don't know if she was a manager or what, but she wasn't dressed like a waitress. She came by. You aren't gonna drink those, right? No, man. I was just putting them in my helmet so I could figure what it was all about.
No, yeah, that was kind of weird. That like, I mean, I get places that have like a drink-in fee. Like if you're gonna buy cans and you don't have it on tap, if you have a drink-in fee, that's fine. I don't even remember what it was that you got, but
I
that
can't
was
remember.
a little sketch. That
And
like,
I was out in the patio too, so it wasn't like I was even inside.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's still a cool place. Like I've actually gotten like booted out of Masthead before because I got there so late, and they're like, "Yeah, we close in 5 minutes. You have one beer and then you got to leave." I was like, all right, fine." But I still like the place. Like most of the time I've been there, people have been cool, and it's never like so packed. Even when I was there a couple weeks ago, like there were so many events going on in Cleveland, and there was still like places at the bar to sit. People were still friendly. You could still get a drink at the bar.
That's
They're
because it's
they're
so
very
freaking
good.
big, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
All right.
let's
Well, you
move
got
on.
this next one because this is your area. Matter of fact, you're drinking this, aren't you?
I am drinking this right now. I think this one should be quite a bit higher. So
Well, it's
this
at
is the
14. It can't get much higher, dude. I mean,
it
if it goes
can.
5, 6 spots, I mean, that's.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
about
guess
what I
you could
got.
half it, and now it's at 7.
I got it more than that, but Thank House. That's what we got next. So so the old Denki House. This is down in Newark. Um, I was there back in August. Cool place, kind of a small place, but they this was kind of the weird it doesn't surprise me, but when I was there, all they kind of played was like I don't really even know kind of what style of music to call it, but it was kind of like ska, like think of Sublime just playing constantly, but like different bands just playing all different genres of music, but in that style, like Sublime style.
Gotcha.
But that's all that played on the radio was any song you can think of was like in Sublime's style of music. I don't know what style you would call Sublime, but that's kind of what it was. Just kind of that laid back, chill vibe kind of style. Bartender was the same kind of like just laid back, like chilled kind of dude, like just chilling, doing his job. Only thing that kind of pissed me off is I did have to wait like 2 hours to get a 6 pack of beer to go, or 4 pack of beer to go, because they were just canning it that day. And guy was like, "Yeah, we're canning it right now." I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll just wait." Um, hey, that'll be right out. Okay, I'm gonna go get something from the food truck. All right, ate my food. Hey, that'll be right out. I'm sorry it's taking so long. All right.
Dude, you can't just can stuff. That just doesn't happen just like that. And typically, it's not like you're just doing a couple six packs, dude. If they're canning something, they're gonna do a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah, like
So
I
anyhow,
know.
that was kind of absurd that he thought that was gonna happen. So all right,
Yeah, I mean, I get it, whatever, but still, I think Dankhouse puts out fantastic beers, great, just all around beers. Again, they do some sour stuff, not getting into that, but their IPAs are all going to be top tier IPAs that you get from there for the most part. The first one I had tonight was this one, the Crop Shop, great. Space Cat that I'm having right now. I think the Space Cat's not quite as good as the first one that I had, but still really good IPA. On their site as well, they have a disc golf course that you can just go out and play disc golf. It's a 9-hole disc golf course. It's super cool. They do events and stuff there all the time too, so it's just a cool spot.
all right.
That's all I got.
So I've been to Mommy Bay, which is our next one. It's in Toledo. Um, I mean, it's a good
It's in
brewery.
Maumee. It's not in Toledo. It's in
I
Maumee.
mean, yeah, Mommy's Toledo, dude. I mean, it's been around for a long time. It's been around for a lot longer than a lot of other breweries that have been around. It's been around longer than Rheingeist. 1995 is what's saying on here. So I mean, that's well before the craft brew really kind of hit. And they've been around and made it through all of that. They were doing craft brew before anybody else was.
Yep.
Um, but they do some solid. They do a couple different IPAs. I think they're known for like it's a Total Eclipse breakfast stout. I was thinking that they made that specifically for the Eclipse, but I think they always have that. Um,
Yep.
there's a glass hopper IPA.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I mean, I think this is probably a bit high
I do too.
for
I've
them.
had some of their beers. I've never been there. Rob was up there a few months ago when he went up to
It
visit family that lives up there, but he
it's
said it
like
was a cool
right,
spot.
yeah, it's a cool spot. It's like right underneath a bridge.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, and so I think this dude, when he did a lot of his list, it feels like a lot of these he kind of goes on vibes of the overall
yeah,
brewery
yeah,
and how he rated these because some of the ones that because if you look at some of the ones that are a little lower, although I think Third Eye is a cool place. But I mean, a lot of them are kind of in smaller areas. Street Side is a very small brewery. I mean, it's not anything that's like special though, but
yeah.
the beer is really good. So I think
Agreed.
he a lot of it feels like part of I feel like this dude gave a lot of weight to if the brewery is cool or not.
Yeah, yeah. All right, you take the
So
next one
because
too, because that's you. That's your area.
yeah,
Let's
yeah, which I feel
keep
like
rolling because we only got 15 minutes left.
I feel like the next one's probably a very, very similar also. Mad Tree. Mad Tree's been around for a long time. They do a lot of different beers, but I mean, they don't do anything that's. They do very solid beers. Mad Tree is
Agreed.
it's basically a microbrew, but in this down in this area, it's almost like a one of the big boys. Um, because they distribute all over here. You can't go to a whole lot of bars around here that don't have a couple Mad Tree beers at it. I mean, they do. I mean, the Amber's been around for a long time. Psychopathy's been around for a couple years. Is a big one that you see a lot of places.
Yep,
Um, and they do some good beers, and it's a really cool brewery.
it is a super
Um,
cool place.
but I think probably 12 might be a bit high. I can't understand how they're so much higher than Third Eye and Street Side.
Yeah, my favorite beer from Mad Tree is probably Dad.
Dad, I thought that was Rheingeist.
Or maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe
I
that
think
is
that's
Rhine
I
Guy.
think that's
No,
I think that's
that is
Rheingeist, dude.
yeah, that is Rhine Guys. I'm stupid. No, Matt, it's probably the tropical psychopathy.
Psychopatry, tropical.
Tropical
Yeah.
tropical
Yeah.
psychopathy. Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to get out. Say it 3 times
yeah.
fast.
No, yeah, Rhine Guys is probably dad, which is I think even higher on the list for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I agree with that. I think it should be a little bit higher on the list there as well. Um,
Higher or a little lower?
I'm sorry, lower, yes, not
I mean, I guess higher because it should be a higher number than 12. It probably should be.
yes. Next one is Birdfish. We kind of talked about this. Neither one of us really have heard of this place, right?
I don't even know where Columbiana, Ohio is.
I know where Columbiana County is, but I mean, a milkshake IPA with pineapple sounds pretty tasty.
I
Uh,
mean, yeah, I read through it, and I mean, I kind of want to go here.
yes, Ryan Guy's dad. Yeah, dad is there. Yeah, that's their Christmas beer. Yeah. After I said it, I thought about it and I was like, shit, yeah, I do dig that one
Yeah, I
a
kind of want to
lot.
go to this Birdfish Brewery. I mean, he kind of sold me on it. I
Yeah,
kind of want to check it out. I don't even know where
yeah.
the hell it is.
I'm not sure either, but yeah. So this one's coming at 11. It sounds good. The juicy hazy IPAs to tart fruit sours, too hip to sip hazy IPA with tropical notes. Buckeye State of
And
Mind,
I love
chocolate
that. I
peanut
love
butter
that name
porter.
too.
Which one? Tropical hip to sip.
Yeah, too
too,
hip, too.
too
They're too hip to sip.
yes, too,
Too legit to quit.
too legit to quit. Um, Buckeye State of Mind, chocolate peanut butter porter. Pineapple OG milkshake IPA with pineapple. Speedy Pinguino Mexican lager brewed with agave. That sounds pretty good too. You're my boy, Blue. Salted blueberry gose with coriander and vanilla. That sounds wild.
I had a beer. The hell did I have a beer down in Florida that was it was called You're My Boy Blue, and I kept on yelling at my boy got pissed at me.
That doesn't
Like, you're
surprise me
my
at all.
boy Blue.
So one of my favorite beers ever was a blueberry milkshake IPA that Brewdog did like years ago. I don't remember
Mhm.
what it was called, but it was a blueberry milkshake IPA and it was
What
so freaking
well,
good.
it feels like this Birdfish Brewing, we're gonna have to figure out where the hell it is and make a trip.
Yeah, so apparently there's a nearby hop farm too.
Yeah.
Two hop farms nearby.
Feels like this got to be a trip. So,
Yep.
all right. So let's go ahead and move on because we don't know a
Okay.
damn thing about them.
All right.
This next one was on my list of overrated breweries,
I think it
and
was on mine too.
hence at 10 is well overrated for Great
Uh-huh.
Lakes Brewing Company.
Yep.
I mean, Great Lakes is it's a cool brewery.
Yep.
They have good food there.
Yep.
That comes in huge freaking portions. But I mean, the beer's just average, man. There's
Yeah.
nothing special about Great Lakes Brewing at all. They've been around for a long time, but
And I think
1980,
that's the biggest thing about them. They've been around for fucking ever.
1988. I mean, that is around for a lot
Damn
of
near
time.
40 years. Yeah.
I mean, and their biggest beer is what, a porter. I mean, so of course, I mean that's
I
probably
wouldn't
kind of
say that's their biggest beer. No. Their
the Edmund
biggest beer is
Fitzgerald, dude. Isn't that their biggest beer?
no. Dortmunder is probably their biggest beer. That's their gold lager.
Oh wait, don't they? Do they do the Nosferatu as well?
Yeah, that's the red IPA.
Oh, that's probably their biggest one, isn't it?
No, Nosferatu seasonal.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's kind of a bigger one because like people
No,
like it when it comes out.
Christmas Ale is by far their biggest beer because they have Christmas Ale Day when they do
Oh
the
yeah,
release.
that you used to freaking love that shit, dude.
Yeah, but it changed when the brewer that made it left.
Yeah.
It's not
All
what it
right.
used to be.
All right. So anyhow, yeah. Val, 100% wouldn't even put in my top 20. How the hell does the guy has him up at top 10? He looked at
I
some.
don't know. I don't even know that I would put them as far if I'm going straight beer. I don't know that I would put them even in my top 50 anymore. 10 years ago, they would probably be in top 20
Well,
easily.
there wasn't anything. There wasn't anything else, man.
Yeah. I mean, back when they had the old Christmas ale recipe and like they were doing cool shit, yeah. But they've gotten too commercialized. Their food, don't get me wrong, their food is still fantastic at the brew pub in Ohio City, but the place is still super cool. Um, but it's
Beer,
always a
beer's
line out
just
the fucking
average at
door.
best, man. Yeah, beer's average at best.
Chad, do you still have the damn the sign from there that you got? You better still have that sign because I paid for it. You dick.
All right, Zach, you got the next one because you were just there,
I don't even know what the next one is.
and you're drinking out of their glass.
Oh, I am drinking out of their glass. Next one is Clag. Clag is so fucking cool. I love Clag. Um, Clag, Sandusky, Ohio. Place is really cool. It's like combined with a restaurant, so it's pho, whole lot of pho. Um, so yeah, they make a lot of different beers at Clag now, but their IPAs are just absolutely outstanding. Um, in my opinion, this is not high enough on the list. Um, Vibes are super cool at the place. It's always super chill every time I've been to Clag. Everybody's been really friendly there that works there. People are just cool there. Um, Beer is top notch. Fun fact, I didn't know. Thank you, Tyson. The guy that is the owner of Clag and Small City Tap House, his brother is the owner of the Answer Brewery. Fun fact with Zach. Anybody? Um, so yeah,
Fun
Answer
facts,
isn't.
fun facts.
We need to put together like a song for that. Fun
Yep,
fact with
yep,
Zach.
something like that. Um,
But
are we
anyway,
all?
yeah. So he's the owner of the Answer Brewery. Um, they do a lot of collaborations. Their IPAs, their stouts are always on point. Their food is super good, if especially if you're into any sort of Asian cuisine. Um, the tap house, Small City Tap House, they have like 120 beers on tap. It's insane. You can get stuff from anywhere there. Not only their beers, but other beers from all around the country as well.
All right, are
I'm
we
gonna
moving
stop
on?
there. I can keep talking about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You might keep on going. So 8, Noble Beast. I
You love this
saw.
place.
Yeah, I saw someone call Masthead the best brewery in Cleveland. I think I would go with Noble Beast, man. They
Yes,
make
Valerie. Chad is good at making songs up.
they I think Noble Beast makes some good freaking beers, dude. They have some IPAs, they have a milkshake IPA, they have some pills, they have what else? They have a couple different other things there,
Oh,
but
they do everything there. They
yeah,
do stouts.
and they are they source their stuff local there as well.
Yep. They
They're
have a
from
very eclectic food menu as
they're
well.
yeah they're field right to freaking right to the kettle.
Yep. Yeah, their food
So
menu is extremely eclectic. Very small kitchen, but the food is super righteous. I mean,
yeah,
um,
I mean the
where
brewery
where
itself. I
else?
mean it's
No,
not
no.
that cool. I mean you kind of almost feel like you're in the middle of the freaking where they're doing production. I mean,
Well,
is this
you sort of are, but the cool thing is the skylights, dude. The whole thing is just skylights.
yeah.
Um, but the coolest thing about the place, right? The kitchen, it's an open concept kitchen, and it's so tiny. But tell me where else, anywhere that you can get a llama burger.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, yeah. So Rob and I were going to a concert in Cleveland. We went to Noble Beast. They had a llama burger, literally llama. Where the fuck can you find llama to eat?
Don't know, dude.
So yeah, llama burger.
So, seven, Branch and Bone. I would say hands down best brewery in Dayton, Ohio.
Yep, this is
Um,
about right on the list, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that they're at 7. I think they could probably be at 5 or 6 and still be okay. But yeah, I think yeah, they're probably about right there. Brewery's kind of small, or at least I mean the tap room of the brewery is kind of small. Um,
Yeah,
they
agreed.
do, they do a lot of different types of things. They're real big into IPAs, but they do a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
But their IPAs are excellent.
yeah,
Um,
agreed. And the
yeah,
dude is super cool that we saw at
yeah. We met
Sierra
we
Nevada.
met we met the owner slash brewer
Yep.
at Sierra Nevada. Did we both were doing our self guided tours?
Yeah, yeah. Super cool. Next one, CBC, Columbus Brewing Company. Number 6.
Way
Uh,
too high, man.
yeah,
Way
yeah,
too high.
yeah. I agree with this. I know a lot of people that would think this is very fitting. Personally, I don't agree with this. It's just blah, and I can't drink any of their stuff because it gives me migraines.
Dude, I mean,
Um,
I can go through this list and put at least 10 to 12 breweries ahead of Columbus Brewing, very
yeah,
easily.
yeah. Like I said, I know a lot of people that would say this is a perfect spot for it. I can't say that it should be anywhere near that high. I would put this again probably in the 30s. Personally, they're not doing much experimental anymore. They've gotten commercialized. They've gotten too big for their pants, in my opinion. Um, and I think their quality has gone down. He's saying the quality and fresh flavors have that's what they focus on. I don't agree with that one bit.
Yeah.
So, Bob, you take this one. That's
All right,
your area.
so Rheingeist, Rheingeist was sort of the first craft brewery in Cincinnati. It was, I mean, I think there were probably some before, but it kind of was the first big one. It grew very rapidly because um, they used to do a lot of different stuff. They used to be very experimental, and they'd can it and they'd distribute a lot of these experimental stuff.
Speaking of, don't we still have a free tour there?
I don't know if I even know where the hell that even is anymore, to tell you the truth. But anyhow, they still do good
Get it
beer.
on the podcast.
They still have good beer. They still like actually, if you go to the tap house, the stuff that they have at the tap house is stuff that they don't have everywhere.
Agreed.
Truth, I mean, it's just a staple beer. It's a very solid IPA. Hazy Truth is a very good staple type of hazy as well. It is a very good
Agreed.
beer.
Agreed.
Um, at 5, I still feel that that's too high. They've kind of become went from a microbrewery to they're not a mass brewery, but they're kind of like in between the micro to the mass, somewhere in between there. They're still owned by the same people, but I mean they're everywhere, dude. You cannot
Yep.
go, dude. No matter where you go, if you look and say, "Hey, what do you got local?" Truth. Truth. I mean, and sometimes it's all they got that's a local brewery is truth, but everybody has it everywhere in this area. It's kind of nice to order because I always say I want the truth. No one ever fucking gets it, but
Yeah.
I
You can't handle the truth.
if one waiter would ever tell me that, I would give them at least a $20 tip, and I might not order anything other than that beer.
Um, so the thing to me about Ryan guys, right? Yes, they're not distributing much other than the staples anymore. Um, you go there, the place is so freaking cool though.
Oh yeah,
Like
super
you
cool.
can play cornhole inside. They got ping pong tables set up inside. You got the
You remember
rooftop bar.
they used to have those freaking jousting that blow up jousting thing
Yeah,
inside.
they got the rooftop bar is so cool. You can see like all of downtown Cincinnati from there. You're in OTR, so you got that giant freaking tower thing that you can see from there. You can see all the hills in Kentucky from there.
You
It's
can see
just a
the yeah.
cool spot. Like it's just a cool place to go and hang out, have a couple beers, And like how tall do you think that building is? It's what that's an old paper factory or
It's like
something?
no, it's an old brewery, dude.
Oh, it's an old brewery? I thought it
Yeah.
was like a paper factory or some shit before
No,
that.
it was a brewery,
Okay.
and then they
But it's just a cool ass place.
yeah, yeah. It's like 5 stories, isn't it?
It I don't know. It's
I think it's
damn
five
big,
stories.
but
But yeah, no, it is super cool. You can go. They do have an observatory deck. They can go out and look at the brewery. Yeah, they have cornhole tournaments there. I mean, there's always something going on. Seriously, they have cornhole leagues. You can go
yeah.
there and play cornhole. Um,
They can probably set
on
up
a
50 cornhole boards easily
yeah,
inside.
yeah, yeah. It's so big. It's so big. They have rooms to where you can have wedding receptions and whatnot
Yep.
there as
They have
well.
whole floors you can
Yeah.
rent out. Um,
So, yeah, I mean, it is a very cool brewery, but as far as the beer goes,
yeah, they're not doing
um,
much different now.
yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't
Cloud
put it in my top
Harvest,
10.
yeah, Cloud Harvest is very good,
Yeah.
but
All right. Let's mosey on. We spent a lot of time on Ryan, guys.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Um,
need to.
yep. Seven Sun, next one. I wouldn't put this anywhere close to this. I get it from a perspective of Seven Sun has done a lot for Ohio craft beer. Um, the dude that owns Seven Sun was the head of the Ohio Craft Brewers Association for quite a few years. I don't believe he is anymore. I think that the guy that owns Combustion took that over, but the 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 person who owns Seven Sun was the head of the Ohio Craft Brewers Association for quite a few years, and it grew leaps and bounds from where it was when he was the head of it.
Yeah, I mean, 4 seems a bit high for Seventh Son.
Yeah,
I
they're
would probably
they're
I would probably put them about 10 back, around 14, 15.
I would probably put them in the 20s personally. I have yes, they have some good beers. Again, nothing has ever really blown me away that they've had. They did like the Cloudburst beer that they had, good hazy, not a fantastic hazy. Um, just yeah, meh, it's good, but one they mentioned in this article is Proliferous, which is their double IPA. It's a good double IPA. It's not a great double IPA in my opinion. But again, they're not doing anything spectacular anymore. They're not experimenting anymore. They opened the Antiques on High, which is their spinoff, which
Oh, I didn't
is
realize
like
they own that.
yeah, they own Antiques on High, which is like
Oh,
their cocktail bar, and they do some sours and stuff
yeah,
there like that. But it's not again, it's still they're not experimenting anymore, and that's what I like to see with breweries that do experimentation, that come out with new stuff, and Seven Sun just isn't doing that anymore. I can
yeah,
appreciate it from a perspective of they've given so much to the craft brewing industry in Ohio that it's brought it very, very far. But at this point in time, I would not put it, definitely not my top five.
yeah. So let's move on.
Yep.
Number 3, Fathead Brewery.
Oh, I'm
I
having
feel
another
this,
beer.
I feel like this is about right, quite frankly. Um, they on a regular basis are winning stuff from the Great American Beer Fest and the World Beer what competition
Sure.
championship. It's
That thingy that
WBC.
gives out awards.
Yeah, I mean they year after year after year they win awards. Their biggest one is Headhunter, um, and Headhunter's winning awards on a regular basis.
And they're doing
They have
variations at Headhunter now that are
yeah
really
they
good.
have all kinds of other stuff there. They got the hop juju.
One of my
Um,
favorites.
yeah, I mean they do just a lot of different beers there, and I think 3 is about right because they do what they do. They do it very well.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't put them in my top 10. Um, like the place, like the food, wouldn't put it in top 10. That's all I have to say on that.
All right. On to number 2. Um,
Hoof Hearted. You want to take
I
this? You want me to take it?
I feel like this is probably about right, 1 or 2. I mean, I'm
Agree.
okay with it if they would have put it up at 1. I think I'm okay with it at 2. Um, I
I
don't know that
I'm
I would
agreeing
put
with this.
I don't know that I would put 1 the one is at 1 at 1,
No.
but I think Who Farted at 2 is solid.
Yep. I I I'm okay with this for this guy's rankings. Um, I love this place.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
every
fucking
beer.
awesome, dude. I mean, they barely I can't think of a whole lot of beers that they make that are bad.
Yeah, I've never had a beer from here. Well, no, one beer I've had from here I hated, and it was the one that we had at your house. That was the sour.
Oh,
That
yeah.
that nasty ass sour that Rob had. That was just
I
gross.
didn't mind it.
No, no, yeah, you did. You didn't like it either.
Oh,
It was the one that you were
maybe I
like.
did.
You did the, and you're like, oh, that's bad.
Is that the one, like, I drank it, like, the first drink, I was like, "Oh, it's not that bad," and then, like, I drank a couple of them, I was like, "Oh god, that sucks."
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one that was okay on the first drink.
Yeah. Yeah. That one.
Okay.
Um.
Alright.
Yeah. No. Um. I'd say in general, damn near every beer I've had from Hoof Hearted has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Um. There's even like stouts are hit or miss for me. For the most part, the stouts I've had from Hoof Hearted have been very, very good stouts. Um, sours, I just can't do them. It doesn't matter who they're from. It doesn't matter who's made them. I don't like them. So I'm not gonna say that's a hoof-hearted thing. That's a me thing for not liking sours. If you like sours, that's cool. I whatever. Um, but as far as beer styles, their IPAs are always top tier.
Yeah.
Their stouts are always top tier. Their
And
barrel aged
they're
stouts.
always coming out with something different. It feels
Yeah.
like they're always and either that or what they'll do a lot of times is they'll do, like, every year, it's slightly different than the year before.
Yep, and they always do variations. They're always
Yeah.
using new hops. They're always coming up with something new.
Yeah.
It's not stagnant. And even if
Yeah.
they do, they have their series of beers, right? They have their Conky Dong, they have their Dragon Saddle, they have their uh fuck what the what's the ones that are out now? The powder, the snow, the
Oh, that's, the key bump.
yeah, key bump. The key bump. They're always doing different hops for those,
Yeah.
so they're always
Yeah.
different. They're never the same. So there's always something different about those beers, even though they're never the same. And
Yeah.
that's what I like from a beer drinker's perspective. I like things there's small variants in it that they're never really the same. Even if I don't like the beer, I can appreciate the
Yeah.
difference in it. Bye, Cheryl. Have a good one. Thank you for hanging out with us.
So so
So
let's move on.
go for number one,
I
Bob.
think we straight up just glazed right on Hoof Hearted. I think we've just given them enough love for now. So Jackie O's. I would probably put Jackie O's in my top 5 or 6, but I feel like 1's a bit high. But it is a very good brewery.
Agreed.
It's a cool tap room. Mystic Mama is just a very solid
Well,
beer.
it's not even the tap room, right? They have 3 locations in Athens,
Yeah.
and like they have the brew pub, they have the restaurant, and then they have the tap room. So
Okay. Yeah.
the tap room, all they have is like deli sandwiches you get from the sandwich place next door, or fresh baked bread from the sandwich place next door. They have the brew pub, which you can get spent grain pizzas. So good. And then they have the full blown restaurant, which has a whole menu of all kinds of different shit. Great. Love
Yeah.
it. Okay.
But they
Carry
just
on.
have
Sorry.
really good beers, though. I mean, as I said, Mystic Mama, they got a Raz wheat that I mean, I love Raz wheat, dude. It's one
Yep.
of the first. It was one of the first things that I had ever that was a craft brewer was a Raz wheat. They used to have them at what we used to be here in Cincinnati. It was called Main Street Brewery, and so anytime that kind of just takes me back to
Yep.
my younger days when I was
Things
just
were simpler. The simple
things were
times.
simpler and I was faster and had hair and better looking.
Had better knees.
No, I still had fucked up knees, but I had those for a while.
Yeah.
But again, they have a good Raz. They have some good
They're,
IPAs.
they're, the
They come out with
Firefly Amber is good. The
yeah, they just come out with
what's that
some very.
fucking what's that brown they have?
It's like
The
a honey brown or yeah, honey nut
yeah,
brown.
what's that one called? It's got a weird
Hold on,
name.
I think they have it on here somewhere. It's like
N,
Chuma
n, yeah,
Lungama,
Chumaluma.
Chuma
Chumaluma.
Luma. Yeah, I mean they just I mean everything they do is very very solid.
Yeah. And they
It
have the
like
Dark
has
Apparition series, right? Their
yeah, I mean
stouts that are always
and I would be good with drinking Mystic Mama whenever.
yeah.
So,
It's a solid IPA.
but I think probably 5.
Okay. That's solid. All right. All right, well, let's get to our ratings real quick because
Well, we're gonna have to
we're already
bump
over
this
a
because
bit.
we're already at an hour and 11 minutes. So I think we might want to just go ahead and do our ratings next week.
Okay.
What do you think?
All right. That's fine.
It's gonna be like Jimmy Kimmel bumping Ben Affleck or not Ben Affleck. Who's his buddy?
I don't watch that, so I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
he has that little thing where he always bumps. Oh, what the fuck's that dude's name? He was in the guy who was smart and was a janitor at MIT, could do math. What the hell was that? Anyhow, I don't know. Let's move on. We're gonna bump it. We're gonna bump
Okay,
our list.
that's fine.
We'll have
That's
something
fine.
to talk about next
I was
week.
just gonna do a quick run through, not even
Yeah,
really
we'll
talk
talk
about
about
it.
it next week, man.
All right, that's fine. I got it written down, so we're good.
Yeah, we'll be good. Next week we'll hit our list.
All
So
right. Well,
come back next week and we'll talk about what we think are the top breweries and you can disagree you can crap on our list like we crapped on this dude's list.
all right. So for everybody that's watching, put together your top 10. And yeah, put together your top 10 and we'll have a discussion next week. You can throw it in the comments next week and we'll discuss. That'll give us room for
Matt Damon,
discussion next
thank you
week.
very much, Karen.
Matt Damon. Hi, Karen.
I got her
Thank you for
number. How you
joining.
like them apples? Ah.
No, Matt Damon from Team America.
Oh,
Remember when he comes running in? Matt Damon.
no. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, we're gonna bump it like Matt Damon.
From the Film Actors Guild. Get it?
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in tonight. Please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Hit the bell for your notices so you know when we're doing stuff. And tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your relatives.
Tell your nephews. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Tell your aunts and uncles and cousins
Yeah.
and nephews.
Tell them to watch us.
Tell them we're stupid. We talk about beer.
Yeah.
Valmorification. We're gonna go full Valmorification, and we're gonna fly into the mouth of Mount Rushmore. Nobody gets the reference.
No, dude.
America.
You got to look at the chat, dude. They're totally getting it.
I know. I'm looking at it. All right.
All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for having some beers with us.
Oh, for everybody that's watching too, we're gonna we're gonna do some things on our socials too, or at least YouTube. We're gonna post some concert videos, just to get some engagement from outside our normal folk that join us. So if you want to share any of that, I'm gonna be posting concert videos from the past few years of concerts I've been to, which is quite a bit. Um, so hopefully that'll bring in some engagement to our channel and get some people flowing in here. So for those who have been with us since the start, we appreciate you and hanging out
Anyone
with
new
us every week.
also, we appreciate
Yeah,
you just as much.
everybody who hangs out with us
Yeah.
every week, we appreciate all of you.
Only love for the people who come and watch us for no
All
for
the
her.
all the however you do the heart thingy. I'm not good at
Yeah, that's not too bad,
handles.
man. That's pretty close.
East sides, west sides. That's all I got.
All right. Well, thanks and good night.
Thank you.